All right, hello world, and welcome to another new episode of the AI podcast. My name is Jeroen and I'm here with...
Femke Cornelissen.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
There we are.
Yeah, here we are back again. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, good. I heard you are actually quite busy. So, what are your travel plans for the upcoming weeks? I heard so many plans.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit busy. Yeah, I'm traveling to Seattle in a few days. So good to be back at the mothership.
The headquarters of Copilot.
Yes, really exciting to go there, and also visiting Xbox.
Xbox. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Cool.
My kids are doing this Xbox.
Yeah, they better do. It's a nice console though.
So excited, yeah. And it was a busy week. I did some things for Microsoft UK and also Microsoft Lisbon. So that was fun, talking about Copilot, and also busy weeks because we had Budapest last week. So lots of talks, lots of great stuff, and now we're here recording a podcast.
Exactly. Well, great that the chief Copilot has some time to do this.
Yeah, it's right. It's weekend. It's in the evening. We're drinking coffee.
There we are. Yeah. So actually, the previous podcast, for the viewers of the podcast, because we are also broadcasting this podcast to YouTube, that was actually one of the few videos where I'm not in drinking coffee.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you always drinking coffee and you always make really
exactly.
So now we need to have coffee. Huh?
Yeah, if you saw that video, that was special. I didn't have coffee, and now I have coffee. So enjoy.
But you have really good coffee, and I have really cheap coffee. So that's the difference.
Okay. Well, next time we should record the podcast on-prem then.
Yeah,
I can give you a good cup of coffee. Let's do that. So I prepared a list of topics that we can discuss, and one thing that I actually would like to discuss is ChatGPT versus Copilot. I see a lot of people struggling with what tool should I use? Should I use ChatGPT? Should I use Copilot? Some people saying ChatGPT is much better than Copilot. Others saying you never should use any other tool than Copilot. So what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, good question. I heard a lot of people struggling with it because they started, for example, with ChatGPT and really knowing how does that work and what they get, and already working for months with ChatGPT. But I think a lot of things in Copilot will happening that is also related on ChatGPT and integrated with ChatGPT, also with newer versions. So I think it's really nice to have a Copilot with all your documents and all your work documents and chats and that bring all together, and all the stuff from ChatGPT in it. I think that's the best world that you can have. But I also know that if we use Copilot, it's not that far as ChatGPT with using it. For example, just having a chat, having a discussion. But if you use Copilot with your applications like PowerPoint, Excel, Word, that's not what you can do with ChatGPT. But also what I'm seeing is that a lot of people using ChatGPT. We're also seeing that in the Work Trends Index that like 70% of people using an AI tool, an organization doesn't know the people using that.
Yeah. Let's wait for that discussion, because we're also going to have in this podcast, we're going to talk about how to start with Copilot.
Yes.
Yeah, but what I think is important to see that the tools are actually quite different.
Mm,
Copilot does integrate very well with the M365 environment. And I'm talking about the M365 Copilot, of course. It knows your
yeah.
email, it knows your Teams, it's in PowerPoint, it has access to all the stuff work related. Where ChatGPT is Open AI's self-created chatbot slash assistant slash how do you call it? And therefore they can adopt the models just a bit earlier than Microsoft does. I think that
Mhm.
that's the pain point because
True.
often we can get better output out of Chat GPT, but we are using the preview stuff that's in there, which will later come to Copilot, of course.
Mhm.
But if you need stuff done for your work, and there are already documents, there are already emails, there are already Teams messages on the topic that you have to discuss with Copilot or generate data about. Yeah, then Copilot is so much further than ChatGPT at the moment.
Yeah.
If I want to have the same experience in ChatGPT, I had to make a custom GPT, upload my documents there first. Then I can ask questions about those documents. I can let ChatGPT generate text, and then I have to copy paste those texts manually into a Word document. A
Yeah.
Copilot can do that automatically. So
Yeah. And I was wondering if you use Copilot for like say a month or 2 months, I think it really takes some time to understand how you work or in what kind of way you work, what kind of questions you're asking. And ChatGPT, if you're working already like years or a few months with ChatGPT, I think that helps you to have better results. So it's really good to start already with Copilot, start using it. So knowing what kind of questions you have, knowing what kind of things you want for results. I don't know if it works like that, but it was just figuring
yeah,
out,
that's
thinking about it.
But I started with ChatGPT. I think it was the year of 2022. I was one of the early adopters.
Hmm.
Played a lot with it in that December month that it was available in Europe. So I learned a lot on ChatGPT. So half a year later, Copilot came available, and that brought me a lot of new options. I could ask stuff about my agenda. I could ask stuff about documents. I could ask stuff about my colleagues. So all of a sudden, we had a lot of new scenarios. And just as I learned Copilot or learned Chat GPT, I had to get used to what I could ask to the Copilot, what prompts I could use. I had to reinvent myself with all the new topics I could ask questions about. So that was a learning curve. I
Mm.
think what we did at my company, and yeah, you were also part of it. I think we started with a group of people, a WhatsApp a chat where we all shared our experiences,
Yeah.
and I think we learned a lot from each other.
Hmm. True. It's a
So
good
that
way to
helped.
start. Yeah, it's a good way to start. What we see now is a lot of people starting with, for example, a prompton for marketing, a prompton for sales, a prompton for different solutions or different areas in your organization, different teams. And it's really funny to do that because, yeah, you always learn from each other. So you get sort of yeah, you get a sort of project that you can work on together and build of
Yeah.
that, make different prompts, and then you share what you did and how you did it and what the results are. It's really nice to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also quite a cheap way to get better into the tool.
Yeah,
Because
true.
often it will cost you 1 hour or maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
But everyone learns from it. So it's a very low cost but valuable solution to quickly learn about Copilot and stuff.
Hey, and when you think about security-wise, so ChatGPT versus Copilot, what's your opinion about that?
Never use ChatGPT. No, that's not
With
completely
data,
true.
company data. Huh.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. I see a lot of people using Chat GPT as that is their go-to AI, and they talk with it about company-related data, and that can be intellectual property, that can be human resources things, all kind of stuff that I think should never leave your company. So from that perspective, I'm not a fan of ChatGPT because we bring the data to OpenAI. We don't know what they do with it. Luckily, today they have all checks that we can disable learning from our prompts. So OpenAI doesn't save our prompts and learn from it. Um, but yeah, with Copilot, we can do a lot more over there. And this is exactly what my week was all about. It was all about data security. So what we can do in our Microsoft 365 environment, we can label all our documents, emails, stuff, and based on the label, we can give certain people access to that data. And Copilot works with those labels. So if I don't have access to a certain label, Copilot will not tell me about the data. So
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. And we don't have that kind of features in ChatGPT. So their Copilot is more the enterprise like AI.
But one of the things I really like, and that's not security wise, but what I really like of ChatGPT is that you can make your personal profile, who you are, what kind of communication you like, that kind of things. Um, yeah, and a lot of people don't
Totally
know you can.
agree.
Yeah, and a lot
Totally
of
agree.
people
So, Microsoft, if you listen to this podcast
appreciate
first,
that.
thanks. But if so, please make sure that we can create our own profile.
Yeah, we can.
Um,
You can do that. You can ask Copilot to make your own profile, and he helps you with customize that.
yeah, but
We, we made a blog about it on Team Copilot, but
I know,
it's
but
not
it's different than what we can do in ChatGPT with all the pre instructions and stuff. That's so powerful.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah.
Microsoft, if you're listening, please help create that feature.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
and another thing what I really like in Chat GPT, which we can also do in Copilot, but a bit different, are the GPTs, the
Mhm.
custom AIs that we can generate and enrich with certain types of data. We
Yeah.
can do that in Copilot, though. I heard a lot of people, you can do that. You can't create your GPTs in Copilot. Well, they're not named GPTs, but in Copilot Studio, we can create custom AIs, and I think they are almost on par with what you can do in ChatGPT.
hmm
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's not a feature I I would use to choose for ChatGPT.
No. No. For no. One of the interesting thing is how can you use AI and automate things after it.
How can you use AI and automate things after it?
So, for example, having every day the same prompt.
Well,
Ask Copilot about, okay, how is my day tomorrow? What do I need to prepare, for example? Or if I ask Copilot this, then do, for
that's
example, this.
actually a thing I'm still looking at how to do that. As far as I know, Copilot doesn't have an API. I was actually looking in the Power Automate way.
Yes, yes,
Maybe
that's
I could use a flow over there with a custom schedule to send me an email every evening with yeah, actually the prep for tomorrow.
true.
But I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I thought it was in Copilot Studio in combination with Power Automate. So
Yeah,
just
from
wondering if you, yeah.
yeah, maybe with Copilot Studio that's possible. I thought the GPTs, the AIs that you create over there have an API.
Mhm.
So that would be
Interesting.
a way of success. Well,
Cool.
I have a project for this week. In the next podcast,
This
I
week.
will tell if it's working.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Yeah,
do that.
let's do that, and we will also create a video about it and a blog post on our website and stuff.
Of
So
course. Of course. We have
share,
time
share,
enough.
share. Yeah.
Okay, great. More about ChatGPT versus Copilot. What we wanna share.
For now, I think we're done with that topic. Oh no! In ChatGPT, we now have a new preview model, the
Yeah.
O1 model, which is a reasoning model. I've played with it. It's so freaking powerful. It
Yeah,
it
I'm also using it, but I'm trying to do everything in Copilot.
Yeah, the same story over here. But I want to play with the new models. Yeah. So that's the reason I'm also having a ChatGPT paid membership, so I can play with the new models that OpenAI create. But whoa, this
Yeah.
is something new. It's so powerful.
So why is it so powerful? What is
It it,
different?
it can reason. It learns from the chat and it can reason based on the context. And that gives so good responses.
Nice.
I was blown away by the output. So that's
It's
I think the next wave of all the good AI stuff that's coming.
yeah. Yeah, it's of course now in Copilot we get the 4.0 version,
Yeah,
and this will be probably the next one
yeah. I think
in a
within
few
a couple
months. I
of
hope
months.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
within a couple of months we will have that in Copilot as well. I guess. Talking about models, I like to play with all the models. What I'm also like is these small language models, as I can run them locally on my laptop, which is really nice. If I'm in a disconnected scenario, I still can talk with the model. And
Yeah.
one model that I'm also following is Microsoft Phi, which is a small model. It's really small. You can run it locally. And that's also quite good. I think it's now comparable with GPT
Really?
3.5.
I never heard about this.
Okay.
Where am I living?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to figure it out, and I will come back next podcast about
Okay.
it.
So next podcast we will talk about the small language models.
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
let's
Um,
do that.
I think one thing we need to discuss is the difference of price.
The difference of price. So Copilot versus ChatGPT.
Yeah, I think the ChatGPT is like 20 euro,
Yeah.
and Copilot is like 30 euro. So
Yeah.
it's 10 euro difference, but then you have it in your environment with all your. Yeah, I
Yeah, and
think it's
I'm
interesting.
looking at. Let me have a look at ChatGPT at the memberships, because we need to compare it in a good way. You are now comparing the consumer edition versus a Copilot Enterprise.
Ah,
So I'm here in the Copilot ChatGPT website. If I upgrade to ChatGPT Business, which will create me a team where I can add other members, it will cost me $25 a month.
okay.
So it's $5 difference. But you're missing all the good stuff in integration with Office, Teams, etc.
Yeah, true. Nice. So
Cool.
cool.
So
That was
the next topic: how to start with Copilot. I think you are helping a lot of organizations starting with Copilot,
yeah.
and you see them buying one or two seats to Copilot,
That's not enough,
and
right?
yeah,
Uh,
I'm often talking to, and then you said, "Well, they're only doing so less Copilot. They should do more because that works way better." So enlighten us.
yes. Yeah, I see a lot of people buying small licenses. Um, and yes, I think you need to start bigger, really understand what Copilot can do on different people and different sort of roles that are using Copilots. But I'm also think it's really good to have like a scenario, have a business case and an ROI, so that the organization really knows, okay, this is what Copilot can do for our people in this team, and this is how we help them. So also that's really good for your adoption.
Yeah.
And the people know why I'm using this, why I'm getting this license, and how can Copilot help me with my day-to-day work. And what we see is that, yeah, we start small. A lot of people say we start small and just give some people some license, and after all,
And,
they
and, and
say
and most of the time, it's the IT department that gets the licenses.
yes, and then like a few months later, it was not what we thought it was and how far it was, but they actually didn't spend enough time to really use it and really knowing how to use it, and didn't have the effort of at real time to give more people the licenses. Yeah.
Yeah, what, what
So.
what I see over there is that the return on investment is often based on feelings.
Mhm.
I think the return on investment is actually quite easy. It's
Yeah.
$30 a month. If I could do one or multiple tasks and save an hour a month, I think I already returned my investment.
Mhm.
It's it's
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
it's
But
that simple. If I look at the hour rate of an average employee, it's more than $30 per hour.
yeah, that's true. But can you replace people? No, not only if you have a really big scale of organization and you
No,
say, okay, if everyone, but you don't, that's not what you want,
no,
right? You
you,
don't
you you
want to
can
replace people, but people are thinking about that kind of scenarios. Okay, if we can save
no.
time,
What
people can do other
you
things.
can do
Yeah.
more with the same people.
Yeah.
You make your organization much more scalable without investing in new employees.
Yeah, true. I'm I'm totally agree, but the organizations, um, not every organization see it that way, and um, especially the organizations that start really small. But there are also organizations who really starting like with 300 or 600 license, and then now making a plan for make it bigger and have a great adoption program. And I think that's really needed
No,
because yeah, I think with everything you do, you need to think about, okay, uh, are I'm doing this by myself or can Copilot help me with this? For me, it's like everything what I do, I'm starting at Copilot with generate a new PowerPoint or making a document or also my email. I'm using first Copilot like a draft, and then I send the email.
yeah,
Um,
same goes for me. It's a big source of inspiration.
mhm.
So let's start with the question.
Yeah.
A question to Copilot that helps a lot. What I think is a pain point in adoption at a lot of organizations is that they start with the IT department.
Yes.
Copilot isn't a IT thing or party, or
No.
Copilot is more a business solution. You have to look wider than just the IT department. IT department can also benefit from Copilot, don't get me wrong, but also marketing, HR, the sales department. So many departments within your organizations can use Copilot. It's not just IT. It's
No.
everything.
Yes. Yeah, it's really true, and I think it's something that you really need to talk with C-level. So knowing what's the business impact and how it can help your organization, and what is the yeah we had a I had a post about it this morning, and we talked about it this morning. It's the solution, it's not the product, and we also
Exactly.
talking about we talk a lot about the products, and this is new and this is coming and this is really great, but what are we achieving, and what kind of company and what kind of
Yeah.
things are really happening there, where Copilot can help them to get better results.
Yeah, and what I can understand, if you start with the IT department, I guess they will do some searches using Copilot. Can you find any document of
Yeah.
HR? Can you find any document of and often they succeed because most organizations doesn't do data governance well.
No.
And
There we are.
yeah, that's a big problem. So they see, I can index all data of my organization using Copilot. We don't want that. It's almost like Delph, the application that we had a couple of
Mhm.
years ago. When you enable that,
Oh,
you
I'm
all of a
still
sudden
loving it.
saw a lot of documents that you shouldn't be able to see, but people shared things
but
wrong.
but you are
Yeah,
able, yeah. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people were scared about that, and they are also scared
yeah,
about Copilot right now. If what's happening when someone asks a question about, for example, salary things or that kind of things, and when someone shared that not well, then there it is. You can see everything.
yeah.
um, but
Yeah, but it's possible to exclude SharePoint sites and stuff from Copilot. So
true, and
uh,
everyone already could saw it, so it's not that Copilot now give you the access or something like that, but it's easier
exactly,
to find it
exactly,
probably.
exactly.
But
Yeah, it's more easy to find stuff, but it's already there. And one thing that I see people do so often of what goes wrong so often is people sharing data in the wrong way. What I often
Mhm.
see is that people share data with the whole organization because
Mhm.
that's quite easy. We get a link, we can share it with the whole organization. Only share that link with certain
Two or
people.
three to four, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm also doing that sometimes because then I'm thinking, oh, it's so easy to, oh,
yeah,
everyone can see, can see this. I don't
yeah,
have
but
to put like eight persons in the share stuff.
yeah. This is security wise, that isn't the best solution to go for. So yeah, but what I would recommend is just go with Copilot. Buy those 300 licenses. Don't be scared about data getting accessed because you are going to disable all the SharePoint sites except the public ones.
Mhm.
And while people are learning Copilot, doing their stuff with it, the IT department can make sure that data governance of all those SharePoint sites and stuff gets into place. We
Yeah,
open them site per site, so we give people access to more data during their testing or
yeah,
their adoption period.
yeah. It's
Um,
good to make like a kind of roadmap, but just
yeah,
start right now. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
and
and
only
it's
it's already so powerful with public information.
yeah. Yeah, true. It's really true. And what we discussed the earlier episode is also it's all going so fast with the new technology and the new things that are in it, and also Ignite is coming and all the new stuff that is launching. Yeah, it's good to start right now, so not wait too long before IT
The longer you
adoption.
wait, the steeper the learning curve will be.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and it's really in your systems learning about how you need to use it and use it every day with everything you do.
Yeah,
Thinking about, okay, can I use Copilot for this and what will work and what will not work?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think start with the promptons. Get your department together. Take 2 hours. Have some
Coffee.
general questions that you would like to answer, and go with the group and find the best prompt to answer that question.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Maybe
really good one.
maybe we should publish a prompton exercise on our website.
Yeah, we can do that.
So
It's a good
people
idea.
can get inspired. It's
Oh,
late. Sorry.
yeah, we have time enough. Let's do that.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that. Maybe not in the next week, but no, we will create an article about it.
Yeah, yeah, we have some inspiration. Yeah, nice.
So then there is one other topic which I would like to discuss. I think we talk with each other more over WhatsApp than Teams and other stuff.
Yeah, this is great, right? WhatsApp,
I
Copilot
like
in
it. I
WhatsApp.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Mm.
I have a new mate in Copilot, the new mate in WhatsApp. It's called Copilot. I can use WhatsApp to interact with Copilot.
When everyone is sleeping, you still can use WhatsApp and you
Yeah,
get a reaction, right?
I'm not feeling alone anymore at night.
Great.
Yeah,
but it's fun, right? Yeah, you can use Copilot in WhatsApp. We put the link in it. I
yeah.
think where people can find it, and then you
The show
scan like
notes.
a
Yeah,
QR code, and then you can add Copilot in WhatsApp, and it's Bing. I think
yeah.
it's the web version of Copilot, so you can ask Copilot questions. What it doesn't work is like I'm recording my voice and I want that Copilot generate something. It's like you still need to
Can't
type.
listen.
Yeah, I can, but maybe that will come. I really want to use that function. So Microsoft, if you're listening again, I want that in Copilot.
Yeah, but I think on the iPhone and probably Android has it as well. There is a dictation feature,
Yeah,
so you can talk to your phone and it translates speech into text, which you can send to Copilot using WhatsApp. So
yeah,
maybe that's a solution for you. I was also thinking about, hey, this is nice because now I can use Copilot in my car.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
yeah,
you cannot not scan your chats or something like that. That's also would be nice, right? If you have a big group and you ask, um, give me an in short summarize of what they discussed today. I really want
well,
that.
that is possible, but not using the WhatsApp Copilot buddy. You can though export the chats and uh, go with them to, you can export the chats and put them into a Copilot prompt
Yeah,
and let Copilot think something of it. I think that there was a
that's
meme
the
on the
best.
internet about that.
Yeah. Oh, I really like that. There was someone who did an export of their WhatsApp conversation, like dating a boy and a girl, and that doesn't work. So see, get out all the chat history out of the chat and ask Copilot for why it doesn't work in a relationship, and if can Copilot help her to understand why it doesn't work. It was really fun because yeah, she really wants wanted.
Yeah, desperate,
That's what
desperate,
Copilot
desperate.
saying.
Yeah, and I think you tested that because we were having the question: does it really work?
Yeah, I ask Copilot, for example, and I also did something in a group. I asked Copilot, for example, what to do with the first date with someone. That was actually really funny. But what I also did was in a WhatsApp group that we are in, and some LinkedIn masterminds. So a lot of Microsoft people, not Microsoft people, Microsoft MVPs together who are really active, like really active on on LinkedIn. So I put
Every day a new post. Yeah,
every day a new post. Yeah, there is a group for that.
exactly.
Exactly. And I did an export of that chat and asked Copilot which person has the most chats and had the
And
most
who
meeting.
is the winner?
Simon is the winner. So we
Okay,
go to check.
congratulations.
He is the winner of this all. Had the most chats, had the most posts on LinkedIn. So funny.
Cool.
It's good.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we can use Copilot to analyze chat logs.
yeah. But also, again, you can talk about communication style, and there's a lot of things happening in my head, thinking what I can do with this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to analyze some chats. I'm very interested in the outcome.
Yeah, yeah. Ook, we need to discuss this in the next podcast.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Talking about the next podcast, let's wrap up. I think we are already over time, so thanks everyone for watching or viewing. If you are viewing this on YouTube, please give us a like and subscribe, of course, to our channel. And I hope to see you in one of our next episodes.
See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.